One of the most common questions I hear from men hitting their late 40s and 50s goes something like this. Look, I'm 50 now. I'm in a committed relationship with my wife. I don't need to masturbate anymore, right? My answer is always the same, and it's direct. That line of thinking is a fatal error. In fact, it's the exact opposite of what you should be doing. At 50 and beyond, you should be masturbating more, not less. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly why that is. You see, society has taught men to think of masturbation as something purely for pleasure, or maybe something you did when you were young or didn't have a partner. This is a fundamental misunderstanding that could be costing you your vitality. After the age of 50, masturbation transitions from being just about pleasure to being about something far more critical: maintenance. Let me give you an analogy. Think about changing the oil in your car. Do you do it just because you find the process fun? Of course not. You do it because it's a non-negotiable task to keep the engine running smoothly, to prevent breakdowns, and to ensure your car performs reliably when you hit the gas. You do it because the machine requires it for longevity and performance. Your sexual function operates on the exact same principle. Regular masturbation is the oil change for your sexual engine. It's the scheduled maintenance that keeps the entire system, the plumbing, the hydraulics, the wiring, primed, healthy, and ready to perform at a moment's notice. It's not a habit to be ashamed of or to grow out of. It's a powerful tool in your personal health toolkit, and neglecting it is like letting your prized engine rust from the inside out. So, what is happening in your body after 50 that makes this maintenance so critical? It's not just one thing. It's a combination of factors that create a perfect storm against your sexual vitality. First, your testosterone levels naturally begin to decline. Starting around age 30, a man's testosterone can drop by about 1% every year. By the time you're 50, that's a significant reduction from your peak. Testosterone is the master hormone for male desire, energy, and function, so this decline is the foundation of the problem. Second, your overall blood circulation can become less efficient. The vascular system, the network of arteries and veins that carry blood throughout your body, can become stiffer and narrower. Since an erection is purely a matter of blood flow, getting enough blood into the penis, and keeping it there, any impairment in circulation directly impacts erectile quality and strength. Third, lifestyle often changes. Men in their 50s are often at the peak of their careers, which can mean more time sitting at a desk and less time for physical activity. This sedentary lifestyle further worsens circulation and can contribute to weight gain, which is a known killer of testosterone. And fourth, life stress accumulates. By 50, you're often juggling career pressure, financial responsibilities, and family concerns. Chronic stress floods your body with the hormone cortisol. Cortisol and testosterone are like two sides of a seesaw. When cortisol is high, testosterone is forced down. The combined result of these four factors? Your libido, your sex drive, can feel like it's falling off a cliff. Your energy wanes, and erections might not be as firm or as frequent as they once were. Now, here's where most men make that fatal error I mentioned. They experience this decline and say to themselves, well, I guess this is just part of getting older. They accept it. They surrender. Let me be clear, age is a convenient excuse for neglect. I have worked with men in their 60s who have a sex drive and performance that would put a 30-year-old to shame. I've also worked with men in their early 40s who are struggling immensely. The difference between them is not their age. It's their commitment to care and maintenance. The man in his 60s never stopped changing the oil. This brings us to a fundamental biological law: use it or lose it. This isn't just a motivational phrase, it's a scientific reality. When it comes to your penis, this principle is absolute. Masturbation is not just a release, it is quite literally a form of vascular exercise. Each erection floods the intricate network of tissues and blood vessels with fresh, oxygenated blood. This process keeps those vessels flexible, responsive, and healthy. Think of it like a muscle. If you put your arm in a cast for 6 months, what happens when you take it off? The muscle has atrophied. It's weak and barely functional. Your penile tissue works in a similar way. If you don't regularly call it into action, the system forgets how to function. The blood vessels become less pliable. the tissue becomes less responsive and the entire mechanism starts to shut down. You are, quite literally, training your body to forget how to have an erection. So, what's the real payoff for committing to this maintenance? What are the tangible results you can expect when you treat masturbation as a key part of your health routine after 50? The science and my decades of experience show the benefits are profound and wide-ranging. Men who masturbate regularly, following a specific protocol that I'll detail in a moment, experience significant, measurable improvements in their quality of life. Let's break down what that looks like. First, they have a 30% lower incidence of erectile dysfunction. By regularly exercising the vascular system of the penis, you are actively fighting against the primary cause of age-related ED, which is poor blood flow. It's a direct, preventative action. Second, their libido is, on average, 40% higher. Regular sexual stimulation, even self-stimulation, keeps the neural pathways between your brain and your genitals active and sensitive. It reminds your body's hormonal feedback loop that sexual function is still a priority, which helps encourage testosterone production and maintain desire. Third, they experience fewer prostate problems. Studies have shown a correlation between a higher frequency of ejaculation and a lower risk of prostate cancer. The theory is that regular ejaculation helps flush out potentially harmful substances and reduces inflammation within the prostate. Fourth, they enjoy better quality of sleep. The orgasm is one of nature's most powerful sedatives. It triggers a massive release of hormones like prolactin and oxytocin, which promote deep relaxation and make it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. And as we'll see, high-quality sleep is absolutely essential for producing testosterone. Finally, they report lower levels of depression and anxiety. Orgasms release a cocktail of feel-good neurochemicals, including endorphins, which are your body's natural mood elevators and pain relievers. This regular boost can serve as a powerful buffer against the daily stresses that can drag you down. So, we're not just talking about having better erections. We're talking about having more desire, a healthier prostate, sleeping more soundly, and feeling happier and more resilient. This isn't just about sex, it's about your entire well-being. Knowing the benefits is one thing, putting a plan into action is another. So let's get down to the specifics. This isn't about just doing it more. This is about following a precise strategy. I call it the 50+ sexual maintenance protocol. It's a holistic plan that combines the right technique with the right fuel for your body. First, let's talk about the masturbation technique itself. There is a right way and a wrong way to do this for health maintenance. The wrong way is what many men do, a rushed, mechanical, 2-minute session in the shower just to get it over with. That provides a release, but it offers almost zero health benefits. The right way is a conscious, deliberate practice. Here are the rules of the protocol. Rule 1. Frequency. You should aim for 3 to 4 sessions per week. This is the sweet spot. Doing it every day can lead to fatigue and desensitization, while doing it less than twice a week isn't enough to provide the consistent vascular workout your body needs. Rule 2. Duration. Each session should last a minimum of 15 minutes. This is crucial. Remember, this is not a race to the finish line. This is an endurance exercise. You need to maintain a state of arousal and a strong erection for an extended period to give the blood vessels a proper workout and to retrain your body's stamina. Rule 3. The method. Always use a quality lubricant. The goal is to simulate the conditions of real intercourse, reducing harsh friction and allowing you to focus purely on sensation and control. The pace should be slow and deliberate. Don't rush. The goal isn't just the orgasm. The goal is the entire process of arousal and sustained erection. Rule 4. The focus. This is a mental shift. Your objective is not the orgasm. Your objective is the sensation. Pay close attention to what you feel. Learn your body. Discover what feels good. Practice bringing yourself close to the point of no return and then backing off. This technique, known as edging, is incredibly powerful. It trains your ejaculatory control, intensifies the final orgasm, and, most importantly, keeps your penis fully engorged for longer, maximizing the vascular health benefits. You are training your body's perception and control. Rule 5. Variation. Don't get stuck in a rut. Vary your grip, your speed, and your rhythm. Use your other hand. Explore different positions. The brain is your biggest sex organ, and novelty is its favorite food. By keeping the stimulation varied, you prevent the neural pathways from becoming numb to the same old routine, which keeps your sensitivity high and your mind engaged. Now, this physical practice is the core of the protocol, but it's only half the battle. You can't expect a high-performance engine to run on cheap, dirty fuel. You need to give your body the raw materials it requires to build hormones, maintain circulation, and generate energy. This brings us to the second part of the protocol: diet and nutrition. Let's start with the foods you need to embrace. Think of these as the building blocks for your libido. First, lean proteins. Chicken, fish, eggs, and lean cuts of red meat are essential. Your body uses the amino acids from these proteins to create testosterone. Without an adequate supply, your hormone factory simply can't operate. Second, healthy fats. This is a big one that many men get wrong. Low-fat diets can be devastating for your testosterone. Hormones are literally manufactured from cholesterol and fats. You must consume healthy sources like avocados, nuts, especially walnuts and almonds, seeds, and olive oil. Third, zinc-rich foods. If protein and fat are the building materials, zinc is the spark plug. It is arguably the most important mineral for male sexual health. Oysters are the most famous source for a reason. They're packed with it. But you can also get plenty from red meat, pumpkin seeds, and lentils. Fourth, vitamins D and B. Vitamin D functions more like a hormone in the body and is directly linked to testosterone levels. The best source is sunlight. Just 20 minutes of direct sun exposure a day can make a huge difference. For food sources, look to fatty fish like salmon and egg yolks. B vitamins are crucial for energy production, helping you combat fatigue. And finally, circulation boosters. Foods containing the amino acid L-arginine, like peanuts, walnuts, and beans, help your body produce nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes blood vessels and improves blood flow. Garlic and onions have a similar effect. Better blood flow means better erections. Simple as that. Just as important as what you eat is what you avoid. There are certain things you must eliminate from your diet as if they were poison, because hormonally they are. First and foremost, sugar. Sugar is the #1 enemy of male vitality. Consuming a high-sugar meal or drink can cause your testosterone levels to plummet by up to 25% for several hours. It triggers inflammation and promotes fat storage, both of which suppress hormone production. Second, excess alcohol. While a single drink might help you relax, excessive alcohol use is a depressant for your central nervous system. It impairs nerve function, which is critical for achieving an erection, and over time, it's toxic to the cells in your testes that produce testosterone. Third, processed foods. Anything that comes in a box with a long list of ingredients you can't pronounce is likely causing inflammation throughout your body. This inflammation damages the delicate lining of your blood vessels, including those in your penis, making them less efficient. And finally, sodas and sugary drinks. These are a double disaster, combining massive amounts of sugar with artificial chemicals. They are, without exaggeration, a hormonal catastrophe in a can. The third and final pillar of the protocol is strategic supplementation. In an ideal world, we get everything we need from our food and the sun. But with modern diets and indoor lifestyles, that's often not realistic. Supplements are about intelligently filling in the gaps. Here's a basic, powerful stack for men over 50. Zinc. Even with a good diet, it's wise to supplement. Aim for around 15 milligrams per day. This ensures your body always has enough of this crucial mineral for testosterone synthesis. Vitamin D3. Unless you live in a sunny climate and work outdoors, you are likely deficient. A supplement of 2,000 to 4,000 international units, IU, per day is a good target for most men. This is fundamental for hormonal balance. Omega-3 fatty acids, sourced from fish oil. This is a powerful anti-inflammatory and helps improve blood flow by making blood less sticky. Aim for 1 gram per day. Magnesium. This is the master mineral for relaxation. About 400 milligrams taken before bed can dramatically improve sleep quality. Better sleep means better testosterone production. It also helps control the stress hormone cortisol. Vitamin B12. As you get older, your ability to absorb B12 from food decreases. This vitamin is critical for energy and nerve function. If you're over 60, a B12 supplement is highly recommended. Coenzyme Q10. Think of this as the spark plug for your cell's power plants, the mitochondria. Your natural production declines with age. Supplementing with 100 milligrams per day can boost cellular energy, which is important for every bodily function, including sexual function. Of course, it's always a good idea to speak with a nutritionist to tailor a plan to your specific needs, but this framework is a powerful starting point. Remember, supplements are not magic pills. They won't do anything if the rest of your lifestyle is a mess. You can't take zinc and then eat a pizza. You can't supplement with vitamin D and then stay sedentary all day. The protocol works as a complete, integrated system. Now, I know this is a comprehensive, long-term strategy for rebuilding your sexual health from the ground up, and I urge you to follow it. But what if there was a way to accelerate your results? What if you could complement this foundational work with a bizarrely simple, 7-second home remedy that targets the real scientific root cause of performance decline? A recent discovery has revealed how a specific, all-natural purple hardening tonic made from everyday ingredients can supercharge your desire and help you get hard as steel on command, often faster than you ever imagined possible, without risky pills or having to change your lifestyle at all. It's an eye-opening breakthrough that thousands of men are already raving about. I've linked to a free video that explains this powerful remedy in detail. To watch it right now, simply open the camera on your phone and point it at the QR code you see on your screen. Just scan the code and it will take you straight there. If you're watching on a device where you can't scan the code, don't worry. I've also pinned the direct link to the very top of the comments section right below this video. So, let's tie this all together. The full protocol is a 5-pronged attack on age-related sexual decline. Regular, mindful masturbation to maintain vascular health. Consistent physical exercise to boost testosterone and circulation. A clean, whole foods diet to provide the hormonal building blocks. Intelligent supplementation to fill in the nutritional gaps. High-quality sleep to allow for hormonal production and recovery. When you integrate all 5 of these pillars, the results are transformative. By the time you're 55, you can have more energy, more desire, and more sexual confidence than many men in their 30s who are neglecting their health. But now, I want to share one final secret with you, something that very few people talk about. The single greatest aphrodisiac for a man over 50 isn't a pill or a supplement. It's confidence. And true, unshakable confidence doesn't come from wishful thinking. It comes from knowing. It comes from knowing that your machine is well maintained. It comes from knowing that when the moment arises, your body will be ready and able to respond. When you follow this protocol, when you make the conscious choice to take care of yourself, to do the work, to train your body, you build that deep, authentic confidence. You know you are ready for action. And that certainty is intoxicating, not just for you, but for your partner. A woman can sense a man's insecurity from a mile away. Conversely, she is powerfully drawn to a man who is confident and at ease in his own body. A man in his 50s who has experience, stability, and a well-maintained fire burning within him is an irresistible combination. It's a level of mature, masculine energy that a younger man simply cannot compete with. But that only happens if you make the choice to take care of yourself. If you let yourself go, if you become that cliche of the 50-year-old man who has given up, who thinks a low libido is normal, then you've already lost the game. The choice is yours. I'm going to leave you with a challenge. For the next 30 days, commit to this protocol. Masturbate 2 to 3 times per week for at least 15 minutes each session. Eliminate sugar and processed foods from your diet. Get 20 minutes of sun each day. And start with a basic supplement plan of zinc and vitamin D. In just 1 month, you will feel a dramatic difference in your energy, your mood, and your desire. And I promise you, your wife will notice it too. If you want the full, detailed protocol that I use with my clients, you can comment, "I want it," below, and I'll send it to you directly. And remember, at 50, masturbation isn't a vice. It's self-care. It's a statement that you refuse to let age dictate your vitality. Subscribe to this channel if you're ready to age with sexual health, not with excuses. And share this video with a friend over 50 who needs to hear this. He'll thank you for it. Until next time, take care of that machine.